Hello everybody, my name's Fred, it's the 20th of February 2023 and this is Bit by the Sea. Okay, if we have a look at the crypto bubbles, we can see that CFX has really moved on, as with a lot of the altcoins this week. Bitcoin, Ethereum, kind of static within a zone. Doesn't really know quite where to go. We'll hopefully find out later on today whether it's going to go straight up to the moon or whether we're going to have a little bit of a correction. If we look at the daily bubbles here, we can see again it is just certain altcoins which have really made a mark on there. The rest of them are kind of going down. And this morning, it's Monday morning, we've got Neo, which is doing very well here, but red right across pretty much across the board for the rest of them, or certainly a very dark green, not really pumping at all. If we have a look here at the S&P 500, we can see after this rising wedge that we had, or rising channel that we've had recently, we've broken out of that, and we're getting a little bit lower lows, lower highs. We're starting to recorrect down a little bit at the moment. Now, normally wouldn't be a good sign for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but we are seeing a bit of a decoupling among these things. So it is possible, even with the S&P going down like it is, that we are going to see we could quite easily see a bit of a pump on Bitcoin. We've also got the DXY. DXY, after it's broken out from its falling line down here, it is starting to gain a little bit of ground. Whether we'll have a proper pump or not, markets are closed today. It's a bank holiday in America. We have got the Far East is open, we're of course open, so there are some movements on stock markets, but not quite as much as there will be tomorrow afternoon for me when the S&P 500 opens back up again. As I said, we have got a bit of a decoupling. We have had the DXY rising up over the last couple of weeks. This is a weekly chart at the moment. If we go on to the daily, we can see a little bit better, a little bit of choppy movement there. But Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have been rising, even though the DXY is rising. So it's a sign that maybe Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are under a bit of a spring. They've been under tension for a while with the macro environment, and they are actually starting to pump up, really. So let's have a look at Bitcoin over the last couple of days. And as you can see, we had a bit of a choppy action at the end of last week here. The weekend came, and as usual, it was very, very flat. A lot less volume over a weekend period. You can see the volume chart here doesn't show very well, but certainly there's a dip in volume there over the weekend until last night. Late last night, really, the main movement happened, but certainly yesterday afternoon we had a bit of a pump trying to reach this top of this channel that I've got shown here, and then a complete dump right the way down. I was very lucky to get some nice trading in on that, and then back up again this morning. At the moment, it's just hovering around this figure here. This yellow line that I've got here, that's actually a trade line here where I've just just done a sell order, so don't worry about that. But we can see weekly and daily closes here, and we can see my my channel that I've drawn in. Let's go onto a 4-hourly chart. We can see it a little bit better, and there it is. We're staying in and respecting this fairly well. Maybe not so much at the top, but certainly at the bottoms here. We have had a breakout down here. This was between sort of the 6th of February and the 16th of February, broke right down again. This was a bit of a correction that from this recent pumps, or the recent pumps that we've been having, that could be as much of a correction we're going to get there. As a major correction, we'll have little ones along the way, but at the moment I think that Bitcoin especially is just hovering around this channel here, waiting at the moment just to see what will happen, and when the markets and the macro environments bring out some news so we can see what's going on. On this front about Bitcoin being in a channel here, I have actually got a new trading bot that I've opened up in Bybit. And if we have a look at the details, at the moment it's only been open for a while. We've had $6.14 as our gross profit, 14 trades which have been going through. And if we have a look at our positions, we've got some positions here, not many low down, because as most of you know, with trading bots you can lose money if you put on a trading bot and it suddenly jumps right up. So I put the trading bot right down 24,300, and when the price was down at 24,300, and the idea is to try and pick up the trades as Bitcoin goes higher, hoping there's some volatility en route. So that's doing okay. $6.14 in the last sort of 12 hours, I suppose. So I'm quite happy with that. Now, if we have a look, I've got a couple of other trading bots which have been going on since Christmas. Haven't been bringing in an awful lot. We've got an XRP one here. Basically waiting for XRP to, or the Ripple case with the SEC to be over. We're likely to see some volatility before and during that. But it's only a small amount, $300 I put into it. We've got a total profit and loss of $43 there. Has done 1,058 trades, so an awful lot of trades for a very small amount of money, but a small investment that we've actually put in. And that's been going on, like I said, since about Christmas time. That's absolutely fine. Now, before then, we have had one here, which is my Doge one. I've got a little bit of Doge. So I decided to put it in a grid bot. This has got an API of 203%. Not so sure it's going to actually meet that. We've got a grid profit of $9.9 US there. We've only got an investment of $100, so that's quite good. This has been before Christmas. That's Christmas 2022. 164 trades it's done at the moment, 2 in the last 24 hours, so there is some volatility there. I have looked on this before and there hasn't been any trades in 24 hours a couple of times. Other times there have been quite a bit of movement, but a nice little bot that I will just leave happily. It's trading a little bit on the low side, but it'll go right up to 16 cents if Doge ever meets that, so that's absolutely fine. I can just leave that. So going back to Bitcoin, as I said, we've got very little movement at the moment. We haven't got a lot of information to put on any more technical analysis than we've already got, really. I don't think this is a Gartley pattern here, as we've got nothing more that we can do except for support and resistance lines on the monthly, weekly, and daily time zones. This one I can get rid of. That's an old buy and sell trade that I did. At the moment I haven't got any trades in at all. I've rebought my Bitcoin and just waiting to see what the market does. On CoinDesk we can see the big news is the first move was over in Asia early on this morning, and Bitcoin started off pretty much at 25,000. It pumped up to, and holding around there until something else happens. Onto Twitter, we've got Michael Saylor. saying there's a compelling case for Bitcoin to come up to a 20 million each. That would be very nice, wouldn't it? So any of you hodlers out there that are holding Bitcoin, keep hold of them, because you never know. Michael Saylor, bit too bullish on Bitcoin, but he's worth listening to every now and then. We got Cameron Winklevoss here coming up saying that crypto can't be stopped. We know that anyway. Banks and SEC and places like that can regulate it and try and stifle it if they want to, but certainly crypto can't be stopped. And over the years, we're going to see more and more of this as more and more adoption takes place. Ben Armstrong there, he's just whinging again, so we'll leave that up to him. I don't think there's an awful lot on the crypto news at the moment. So really it's just a case of today's a bank holiday over in America. We're just going to have to sit tight, hold on, and see whether there is a nice little flag forming here, and whether we're going to go up or whether we are going to drop down through this ascending vortex here. Either way, I haven't got any trades in at the moment. We're just going to have to wait and see, and I'll come back to you as soon as we hear something. My name's Fred. I am the Crypto Cornishman, and I'll see you again. Bye for now.